I am so excited for today's episode of Identity Shift. It's going to be completely different than any episode you've seen before because we are here right now with Jessica Savage. We are at Blair Park and it's 6:35 in the morning. I wanted to really help capture was not only Jessica's incredible identity shift, but a core element that from a third party view, from me kind of just watching her, I know that this routine, what we're doing and what we're getting ready to do has been so special for her. I've just been seeing her growth. I've been seeing her growth in production. I've been seeing her growth overall in her business. I really wanted to come and see what this was all about because I see this amazing smile and she's typically right here. So we're getting ready to stretch. And I want to welcome Jessica.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel very honored to be here. So thank you, Anthony.
And this is the very first one that we're doing that is more outdoors. And really the goal is to meet agents where they're at. So take me back to kind of like pre-real estate.
Pre-real estate. Okay.
Yeah. So like before you're getting in the industry, what were you doing?
Yeah. So I was in financial services, which I would just call people or call the defendants and just collect the payments. I was there. I loved it. Just, I was clocking out, W-2 worker.
Yeah.
I was topped out on what I could make.
What was that roughly?
50,000.
Really?
I mean, and that was with me like working overtime.
You were doing the work.
Busting my behind.
Yeah.
Because in collections, if I wasn't there, my money didn't get collected. If I ever wanted to take like vacations or spend more time with my family. Yeah.
Like you're out of money.
I'm out of money.
Yeah.
I had a goal to hit. And if I didn't hit that goal, I didn't get a bonus. So I got a bonus every month. But that meant like working my behind off.
You're going all in type of thing.
Yeah.
And then from there, did you transition into real estate?
I actually did both for about 2 years. 1 year, I was like making more money in real estate. And I was like, I'm making more money in less time.
Yeah.
Spending more time with my family. Like,
right.
Yeah. Something has to change.
Yeah.
So I just went all in and quit the bail bonds and just went straight into real estate.
How did you find out about the vehicle real estate? Was who like exposed that to you or what happened?
Yes. So my mom.
Okay.
Back in.
By the way, she does this hike with her mom.
Oh yeah.
All the time. So I think we need to have your mom on this interview next.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So my mom, back in 2008, 2009, when the market went to crap.
Okay.
Her and my brother, they bought around 6 or 7 properties.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
local?
Locally here.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I mean, she probably bought them for like 75,000, 80,000. So she's like, Jessica, get into real estate. Like, because, like when the market changes, you can start selling the houses.
Right.
And sure enough, I got my license.
Just get your license. You guys have got some properties to sell.
Yeah.
Did you end up selling those properties or did you just go, where did the real estate world take you there next?
Yes.
Take you next.
Yeah. So I started selling one by one. My mom still owns about 5 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the process, I just started selling them and then just being online and social media.
Yeah.
Like people just started gravitating to me.
Okay.
Family, friends.
What year was this?
This was I quit Bail Hotline, I think in 2022. So
this is just not that long ago.
When the market,
yeah.
Or maybe in 2021, because I believe it was right after COVID.
So you got licensed right around 2019, 2020.
Correct. Well,
did both 2018. Okay, so you're doing both.
Yeah.
COVID hits, and then that's when you decided I'm not going to be doing the.
Yeah, I couldn't keep up with the market because I feel like real estate, it's not a side business. You can't do it, on the side.
Right.
As like a side hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to have 1 or 2 transactions coming a year.
Sure.
That extra cash, but yeah.
So the first 2 years of being in business, what was that like for you when you were doing kind of
both.
the part-time, right? Because I love
Yeah.
what you said. Real estate is not something that you can do part. You're going to get out of it what you put into it.
Exactly.
But what was life like when you were doing both?
It was a full-time job,
Yeah.
all the hours that I work, but I only sold like one house the first year.
Oh,
And that was because of my my best friend. She was looking for a house, and
yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing, but she was rolling with me, and
Yeah, yeah,
I kind
yeah.
of screwed a few things up. But you know, she was when I first started, I didn't even know who paid me.
Wow.
I thought she paid me,
Oh,
and the
wow.
person, she doesn't pay you. The seller does. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, because I was trying to give her a discount.
Yeah.
You know, first time home buyer, my best friend. So
We're kind of in the phase of the first 2 years. You sold one home your first year.
mhm.
And then this is when you make the decision to at some point quit and you're going all in on real estate.
The first year I sold one home. Second year, probably two.
Okay.
And then that's when the market started heating up and I was working with like three buyers and then still doing my full-time job.
Right.
My director would see me doing my real estate because he sat right next to me.
Huh.
So he was like, Jessica, what's up? You got to pick one or the other. You know, like you're here, but you're working there. I was leaving for inspections. I was,
Yeah.
you know, like just doing like what buyer's agents do. So he asked me, like, what's it going to be? And
Yeah.
I'm like, I picked my real estate. I was there for 10 years. I went full throttle.
Wow.
So, I mean, you know, just like the thought of leaving, I was scared as hell because I was so used to getting that paycheck
Sure.
every 2 weeks, and then I had my bonus.
Right.
But of course, when you leave, when you want to go into real estate, they say to have 6 months in reserves,
That's yeah.
right? Just in case you don't sell, because you don't know when your next paycheck's coming.
Sure.
So that's what I did. I closed like 3 deals, and I was like, all right, I got money. I'm good. And I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, I got a lot of money right now. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so that's exactly what I did. I went full throttle. I joined a team.
Okay.
When
Okay.
I joined a team, and the team was amazing, and the John and Gary team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shout out to Juan.
Yeah. I just saw one. Yeah.
Yeah. So Juan, he was my mentor, and
Yeah.
just being on a team with you know just a bunch of top producers.
Yeah.
You know, I was like you know the new girl on the team, and
Right.
yeah, he pretty much showed me everything that I needed to learn: the systems, the little gift baskets, client appreciations.
So I think it's really valuable there for those that are listening. Finding a mentor, it's going to help kind of save you some time because that even that knowledge of like, for example, a client appreciation or what you said, the gift boxes, right?
Yeah.
Like those little nuggets that you learn.
hmm
I mean, it amplifies the rest of your career with
Yes.
referrals and building your database and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So I think it's awesome. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and people like appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, like after the closing, they love the social media posts and you know, like
Yeah.
I've worked with clients and they're like, my last realtor didn't do this.
Yeah.
You know, and not every realtor does it, but I feel like that's my like specialty, what I love to do for my clients.
Sure. Yeah.
I was there for about 2.5 years and I was ready to make a change, you know, still in that business or with the team. I was under my team lead and I'm like,
Right.
I'm not growing anymore. I gotta continue to grow.
You're at a pivotal place and you're actually thinking about joining PAK. So take me back there. What were some of the thoughts that were going through your mind in regards to joining PAK?
I mean, just I knew I wanted to join that team because I know a lot of agents that were already in PAK, and I believe who had just been like maybe 6 or 7 months in
Okay. Okay.
with PAK, and
Sure.
I've been around those agents, and you know, I knew that they're just like every year they're just going up in sales and just like their mindset was exactly like mine.
Mm,
You know, like the morning routines,
right.
you know, just having each other's back,
Yeah.
you know, and I feel like that's something that I needed because I was always just relying on someone else.
Uh,
But it's still even being with PAK, you know, everyone, hey, you need to do open house. Everyone has each other's back there.
yeah. It's interesting, right? Because I think at some point you get into when you're going in the business, and I always share this with agents. It's like seeing your name on that for sale sign,
Exactly.
right? And
You know what? You're so right.
yeah,
That sign call is coming to me.
right.
I was ready to step out of my comfort zone because I just got to a point where I wasn't growing. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And looking back, I'm like, it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
So you joined PAK, and immediately, what were some of the nuances? What were some of the differences? What were some of the challenges that you experienced in those first 6 months of being with the company?
Well, I experienced a lot of, well, before we get into the obstacles, I would say my growth
Yeah.
in production, just like every day, my well-being,
Okay.
waking up and, the pack has the well-being on Tuesdays, right? The meditation.
Yeah.
So meditation on Tuesdays, and just like every day I had something to do. My business before,
Yeah.
with the team, I really didn't know what I was doing. I would just go to work and just go on the computer and send out one email. I could have did that from home, So
Yeah.
I could
Really.
do
Yeah.
that from home.
Yeah.
But yeah, just staying locked in, plugged in with the everyday role plays, and I still can do a little better job on my role plays.
Sure.
However, it's just about showing up.
Yeah.
The obstacles that I faced, I would say, I mean, just to be like a little personal,
Sure.
is I feel like I am like my own worst enemy just in everyday life. If I can just kind of push those things out of the way,
Mhm.
I can be a little more involved in my business, even in my physical health. If you can't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of your business. So, I mean, the challenges are with me myself, just dealing with everyday life and stuff like that. But I
Well,
guess I would say that's about it.
well, I think that no, it's going back to what you shared, right? About I could have just shot that email off from home. And then you also shared that business is a reflection of everything that's going on
In
within
your life.
in your life, right?
Uh,
And so oftentimes I'll share with agents that it's cloudy, right? It's not even that, it has nothing to do with the market most times, because there's times when the market is going crazy and there's all kinds of different things coming out, and yet I still see agents that are producing at very high
That's exactly what I was
levels,
going to say.
right?
Yeah.
And so I love that you shared that there's something to do. There was something to be involved in. So you mentioned health and being,
Uh-huh.
you mentioned the role plays. What other systems that you adopted
Hmm.
that came along the way that
Hmm.
also helped you just really kind of refocus in on you, and then externally we'll talk about the results that started to show up.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would say just showing up to the office, being around all the agents, they're cold calling or actually producing.
I think that that's great, right? I
Okay.
think like naturally just being around other people that
Uh-huh.
are also building their business as well.
Uh-huh.
They're
Yes.
thriving, they're trying new things.
Uh-huh.
They're exploring, they're getting out there, they're thinking outside of the box. All of those things, they really do add up, and
Because
they
what you
keep us in
put in the
momentum.
business,
That's
what,
right.
what you put in the business is exactly what you're going to get out of the
Absolutely.
business.
Even this, they make one showing.
Yeah.
You know, I do my job for the day,
Yeah.
and
It's not done.
it's not.
It's not.
Well, it's not done. You have that one appointment. You put that one client under contract, and you're thinking, "Oh, this is great," and then that deal falls apart, and you're out of the business. So you're unemployed again, right? Versus, man, if I got something to do, if I got something to show up to, I got something to learn. And again, we're going to get into this because what I really admire and appreciate about you is your consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Thank you.
again, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. And it's like you said, we can almost be our own worst enemy sometimes. I appreciate this because right now we're sitting on top of a mountain, and Jessica virtually, 3 to 5 times a week is posting between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning that she's going about her exercise here, that she's going about getting her mind right. We like to call it rise, is what we call it.
Yeah.
And within that rise, being able to clear your thoughts. How has this impacted your business?
I've been climbing this mountain part for like 7 years.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I have like videos and I have like just memories that come up that are
Yeah.
like in 2021 or 2020. I'm like, damn, I've been climbing this mountain forever. But what I get out of it is, I don't know, just early morning, waking up, and I just get this feeling of like gratefulness. I just feel super grateful that I'm able like just to wake up and be up and just, I mean, look at what we're viewing here. It's like
Yeah.
I'm grateful for another day. Every time I come up here, I think about my family, my kids, just the people who I'm surrounded with. Like, I'm very grateful for being in this moment and being able to get here compared to how far I've come.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Oh,
just like a really good feeling that I feel when I meditate. That's how I feel when I come up here. Like,
mm,
I feel like when you do meditation, like if you've done meditation, like you're always chasing that feeling. You
mm,
ever get that feeling where you're just like in awe or you're like smiling like when you're
mhm.
in meditation?
Yeah.
So when I get here, I'm just like all my problems are gone and I'm just focusing on what's in front of me and where I'm at now.
I love that you shared that because it reminds me, and just in its simplest form, gratitude over expectation. And so often we wake up, whether we're doing it in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, we're in expectation,
Yeah.
right? And so being able to come here, get into gratitude early in the morning, I think it just sets the tone for the entire day. It's interesting, as you said, 7 years, we see the results. You went from 50,000 to where are you on track to earn this year?
This year
Yeah, last year,
last year I topped out at 100K.
100,000.
So 11 sales, 6 million
Beautiful.
in volume.
Doubled your income.
I doubled my income.
And we're just getting started, which is
Yeah.
awesome. That's so cool.
If we're not putting ourselves out there, you're what do you call it? A behind the scenes agent or
Oh, you're a
a
secret
secret?
agent.
You're a
Yeah.
secret agent. Hell no, you can't be a secret agent. Like me,
Yeah.
I feel like I do better in front of people.
Sure.
So like open houses, I mean
Yeah.
cold calling, I swear, I wish I could do better at that. But I'm just like, they can't see me. If they
Well,
see
yeah.
me, they're not gonna slam the phone with if I'm at an open house, they're gonna talk to me.
Yeah.
They can't, walk away from me.
Well, no, and I think it's all about finding your your lane, and I think you're uncovering that. That's the key right there, is that there's no one way to skin the cat,
Right.
right? I think it's all about like, okay, you know, finding your lane, finding out what's gonna help you bring the most value, what works for you. And here's the thing is that everything that you're doing, it's almost like it's just uncovering more and more and more. And it's coming to fruition more and more and more, to where, the compound effect of
Uh-huh.
it is, over time, you start to even understand that you look back and, like you said, man, I'm putting myself out there more. I'm doing more on social. I'm doing
Yeah.
just really just getting after it. Look who you're becoming in the process.
Yeah.
It's
I'm excited.
incredible.
I'm like super excited.
What was cool is the other day we were talking and you were sharing with me
Mhm.
that, number one, business is just, it's clicking right now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's heating up.
It's heating up, and I'm sure and I know you're working on different things, which is awesome. But what I thought was super cool was you said, I made this video and I got how many thousand views?
I got this is like a little bit
How many thousands of views? 18,000 views.
Those are baby numbers, but I'm proud of them. I'm proud.
And here's what I'll share with you is like, that is incredible.
Thank you.
That's it. That is incredible because, again, a lot of times when we're on the field, right, we go, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, I scored a touchdown. Okay, I scored another touchdown. Oh, okay, I scored another touchdown. When you get off the field and you get up into the press box and you look down and you go, doubled income in less than 5 years on social now. I mean, I don't think I have to convince you now that, hey, Jessica, it's okay to put a video out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no, now you're like, not only am I going to put a video out there, but
Yeah.
what can I do to help draw even more attention to my business?
Yeah.
And also create systems so that it's duplicatable. That is a game changer. And so I absolutely think it's incredible with where you're going, with what you're doing.
Mhm.
And it's a matter of keep going,
Just keep putting in the work.
Yes. So, how long have you been with PAK now?
It was 2 years last August.
2 years.
So going on 3 this year.
Going on 3 years. Obviously, I'm talking to a different Jessica, right? I'm curious, what do you feel is possible for yourself now, knowing what you know for the future of your business?
Well, I would say just for me, stepping out of my comfort zone, going after just business that I wouldn't naturally go for, have more confidence,
Mm.
going after sellers, because right now I've always been a buyer's agent, and everyone that I'm surrounded by, they're listing agents. So I get pretty like, I'm still calling them for help. Like, hey, I need what do you think I should do? Dropping the price. Those conversations are really hard to have for me, but I've been working through it.
Yeah.
So as far as business, maybe jumping on the phones, I would love to stay like just to step out of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
because if I stepped out of my comfort zone with putting myself online, like what else can I do?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. I feel like there's nothing that I can't do now.
Yeah.
Just but if you don't go for it, you're never gonna achieve it.
Yeah. But it's interesting. When we first started, you said that you were getting into real estate because you were looking to make more money in less time, right? That was kind of the game that you were seeing. And I think with your mindset, what's so great about it is that you're always going to be identifying those opportunities, being able to expand your business, earn more, less time, spend more time doing things like this, being with your family. And
Hmm.
I think it's really, really cool. So I think you're on the right track and you're
I
doing
am.
an
I feel it.
incredible job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel it. I really feel grateful.
We have our events. We have Pack the Day, Reignite, Inspire. What are some of the big takeaways that you get from going to the events?
I would say just being around the top producers, everyone from out of state, just Gustavo. I don't know. He always pops in my mind because
Yeah.
he's like he's a killer. So
Yeah.
I love meeting new agents. That if we're online, doing role play or even just social media, I get to meet them in person. And I've done business with people that are out of state that
Really?
where they'll refer me. I had a client in Florida,
Okay.
and one of the agents, I believe her name is Lucy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucy was, she helped me. We weren't able to close the transaction, but to be able to refer someone out of state like that,
Right.
just handing off a client to someone who a Zillow agent. So it's really that's what I love is meeting new agents and also the outdoor activities. Those are super cool. Just being able to get out first thing in the morning, get your stretch on. This year, we're going to be in Newport Beach
That's right.
on the beach. Are we going to
Activate.
do
Yeah.
like meditation or what's kind of
Well, we'll do a combination of light exercise. We'll do a combination of some, just I think overall meditation, yes. Overall being near the water, being near the
being in the
ocean,
environment?
some stretching. We're going to do some mobility work as well.
Oh, nice.
I think the biggest thing is really to do exactly what we're doing here. And I have a little sweat going on, right now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
broke a little sweat. Ultimately, I'm in the fresh air. We're breathing in really good air. And again, I think about there's so many different ways to start your day.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's, and I was sharing this with Mike. I learned this at a Tony Robbins event is we wake up in a box. We drive to work in a box.
Uh-huh.
We work out in a box. We go to work in a box. We eat in a box. And it's the walls. We're always inside, right? And so one of the things that I've always really enjoyed is getting outside of this, or at least I tell myself I want to do that as often as possible. Exactly what we did today, this morning. I mean, I feel so lit up. I feel so energetic. I could see how somebody yourself could build the business of their dreams.
And it's what?
By doing this.
It's 7:30, so we still got the whole day.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is a concept that people understand. However, this is why we have our exercise channel.
Yeah.
Is the more that people can break that sweat, the more that people can get their body moving, the more that it is exactly what you said. It's the more that they can be in a grateful perspective versus a perspective of expectation.
Right.
Right. You should have did this. You should say this. You should be doing this, whatever it is versus, it's like, man, I'm just in gratitude, and I'm breathing. I'm alive. We have the whole day to come.
Yeah.
My kids are, I'm not with them right now, but they're healthy. They're good.
Other people have bigger problems in the world. Like this is like something to be grateful for because
yes,
when we went to Mexico.
Oh my gosh, the PAK bill. Talk about
the PAK bill. Oh my goodness.
What was your experience like at the PAK bill?
Oh my goodness. It was the best experience.
What did we do?
We went to the orphanage. We fed the kids.
Yeah.
Pizza. We played volleyball. We built a home. We played with the kids.
Yeah.
But just like seeing their little faces, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking, but it just made you realize like you know, all the problems that people may face back home,
Yeah.
there's other people who are experiencing way tougher situations.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
we're blessed.
so we're super blessed
Yeah.
to be able to help the family and just to be around, you know, just everyone volunteering.
Yeah.
Lucy does it all the time.
Yeah.
And the Prosperity Homes,
Oh my
I
gosh.
think they said 6 homes
They do it. I've been following their page. They do it like I feel like every
every other
weekend,
month.
like Jeremiah, or yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like, it's like every once a month. But it's absolutely incredible. So we're gonna do another pack build this year. We're gonna keep doing
I
it.
remember, I believe like 2 times a year or something like that.
Yeah,
You were saying.
yeah, yeah. So then that's really the goal because I just think that again, it goes, the more that we can be in that contribution
Mhm.
state, the more that we can kind of almost get out of our heads a little bit and get
Yeah.
out of this, you know, world of frustration and
All the
expectation
chaos. All the
and
chaos.
you should have did this and you should say this and you should be this and you should and virtually you get out and you just serve, and you
Yeah.
help people, right? And so I think that's what I mean, that's just what God wants us to do, I
Yeah.
feel, at
Yeah,
least
heck
in my
yeah.
heart, that's what I feel
Yeah,
needs to
be
be
of
done. Be of
service.
service. Yeah.
I wanna continue doing the pack builds, and even at the end when we all were at your guys's, I forget whose beach house, that
Yeah.
we all did the circle and everyone
Oh yeah.
did a
Sure.
takeaway, and your daughter,
Yeah.
I'm forgetting her name,
Kaylin. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
her what she said, I mean, it just blew me away, like, when it was my turn to speak, I kinda said a little my little spiel, but she was going off, like,
Yeah.
and which it was kinda funny, like, that her friends were like, "Oh, you're cooked."
Yeah.
I was dying,
Yeah.
but, she was super, inspiring to me.
Yeah. Yeah. How much of the little things do we take for granted? Amazing mountain. You would think, oh, nobody really thinks this is cool. Like it helps you, but nobody really thinks. And then you have an agent. What I've learned is, oh, hummingbirds, look at that. Then you have an agent on the other side that is watching this
Yeah.
or that is, looking at you from afar. Maybe they're with PAK, maybe they're not. They're in the exercise channel and again, you inspire me, right? And I go,
Mhm.
man, you know what? That's right. It is possible. Because guess what? There's mountains by everybody,
Yeah,
right? Everybody can go to the PAK World if they want to. You know
right.
what I mean? Everybody can attend the events if they want to.
Mhm.
Everybody can surround themselves with like-minded individuals if they
Mhm.
want to. I mean, truly, everybody can take that leap of faith that you took when you were going from working at your job,
Uh-huh.
going full time into real estate, taking that leap of faith, the leap of faith of really going out on your own and building your own individual business, leading to it. It's possible. And I think
100%.
we think, I really think we think it's the big, like, we're kind of hitting the highlighted moments, right?
Yeah,
We're hitting the big moments of like, this happened, this, we're kind of really doing like highlighting the bigger
right.
stuff.
Yes.
However, this is where it's at though.
Yep.
This is where it goes down every
True
single
story.
morning.
Uh-huh.
You against you. Are you going to do it? Are you going to clearly,
You against you is for sure.
that's it.
Yeah, in the morning when I'm, like, sore, when I freaking sleep late, it's just like, "Are you gonna snooze that alarm?
Yeah.
Because that's your first loss.
Yeah.
When you get your butt up, that's your first win."
Making the call, committing to the open house, making the video. I was talking to you and Rocio the other day and you're like, and I think it's great that both of you are like, we're doing
We're
it.
both the same. We're like, "No, I don't wanna be online." But, man, we've been killing it
Oh,
every week. We committed to once a week to
beautiful.
get a video out. And, she's been killing it. I think I missed probably, like, 1 week, but I had gotten sick, but that's
Well,
no excuse.
well, you know what? It's a collaborative way, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's really this simple. You speak straight to each other. Hey, we both don't really like social, right? Type of thing, whatever it
We
is.
love it, but we hate it. We
We
love
love
it.
it, but whatever the conversation
Silly.
is, you listen to each
Good
other
stuff.
generously. You be for each other. You say, you know what? Why don't we commit to this once a week?
Hold
And you honor your commitment.
Yeah.
And when exactly what we said, when it's that Tuesday or it's that Wednesday, and you got to go
Girl.
film it,
What's up? We gotta go.
you got to go. Hey,
We gotta go.
I'm surrounding myself with a like-minded person that's going to say, you know what? I'm going to go do it.
Mhm.
You show up on time. You do what you got to do, and then what happens? I think we shine in the light for what we do in the darkness.
Mhm.
So all those things that you're doing, all those little commitments that you're making, not little, big commitments that you're making along the way that may seem little, guess what? You get acknowledgement, you get appreciation, and you serve uh, in a very high level. So
Thank you for that.
I think it's
I
great.
agree.
So in closing, Jessica, what is something that you would share with somebody that's watching this that is, maybe they're looking to take their business to the next level, and heck, maybe they're looking to take their life to the next level. Maybe they're considering an opportunity change or something along those lines. What will you share with them?
I would share, I know it's tough to not know what's on the other side
Yeah.
of just going full throttle, but you're never going to know what you're capable of if you just don't take that leap of faith. So take that leap of faith and stay committed, show up for yourself, because, if you can't show up for yourself, you're not going to show up in your business. So you just stay accountable,
That's
stay
so good.
accountable and stick to your goals, and it's endless possibilities.
This episode of Identity Shift has been absolutely incredible. Watch out, follow Jessica, because you're going to see exactly what I'm seeing, which is an amazing identity shift, a real estate superstar that is absolutely helping, being of service, and doing an amazing job. Thank you for allowing Mike and myself to visit you in your personal space, which is this amazing mountain. So with that, thank you so much, Jessica. Let's get it. Let's go.